Praise me, revere me, I am here with a Dragon Ball Super discussion video. I haven't done one of these in a while, but this is something I've been wanting to do for a while now, and it's a fun little topic that I want to discuss that nobody else seems to think about, but it's been on my mind for quite a while now, so we're going to talk about it real quick. Now, you're probably wondering, but you're not really wondering because you read the title, will Kale go to Universe... Wait a minute. But Kale... Wait, hold on. Will Kale go to Universe 11 and become a Pride Trooper? Think about it. Okay, so... where did this come from? Alright, I've been thinking about this for a while. There was a V-Jump article that was explaining about Kale a little bit. And somebody, I don't know if this was actually said, but somebody told me that they read that she was from Universe 11, which I knew had to be wrong because Universe 11 doesn't have Super Saiyans, as that's not the parallel to ours, and I was hoping they wouldn't change that for the sake of changing it. And I gotta give it to Akira Toriyama, he actually kept his little flip of the coin scenario with the different universes, and I appreciate that. But if you notice in the opening, you could see the Pride Troopers. I'm sorry, I don't know the Kano-looking guy's name. I apologize. But you see Toppo, Jiren. I'm guessing Dispo is in the back behind Jiren, like in the shadows. But there's something interesting that I've always noticed. You could see Kale right behind Jiren looking quite menacing, which is funny because they're troopers, you know, they're supposed to be good people, but whatever. So is this just a fact that they're just there? I mean, the Kais are together in this image. You know, the gods are shown with different people. You know, the Hero Brian, was it Hero Brian? No, it was Ryo Brian, whatever her name is. The fat Teletubby girl was seen with other universes. So this doesn't necessarily mean anything, right? You'd think so, but with the people thinking that she was in Universe 11 last time, and her clothing practically being the Pride Trooper colors, could this be a visual hint to her turning on Universe 6? Now, why would she do that? Caulifla's in that universe, and obviously she cares about Caulifla. She has mentored underneath her. Why would she turn on her own universe and the people she cares about? Well, if you saw last episode, not last episode, but the last episode they showed, she lost her mind when she went into Berserk. But actually, I'm going to stop talking real quick because I want to talk about something else to how this could be true. If you remember, Boo, for the longest time, we thought he was going to be in the tournament. No doubt. No question. They even made a little joke about it in the preliminary tournament where he was put to sleep. We got a reason to how he could wake up by Hercule. Then they had him get strong and, you know, all skinny and, you know, all that good stuff. There was no indication that he was not going to be in the tournament until he wasn't, and you found out. The leaks came out, or if you watched the episode, you found out that he slept through it. But was this planned all along, and was this hinted at from the beginning? The answer is yes. If you notice, before Frieza replaced Boo, everybody at the ending theme was doing some type of action pose, unless you're Piccolo and you're just watching your son do his job. Everybody was doing some kind of action pose. But Boo was doing what? He was sleeping on a cloud. Sleeping on a cloud. Interesting. The Line of Dreams is also very interesting, but we'll just focus on the visuals. And what happened in the series? He went to sleep. Plain and simple. So who's to say that this is very strange, because this image in the opening of Dragon Ball Super, check it out when you watch the next episode, pause it if you must, or I'll have a picture of it, so it don't matter. It's interesting that they show 3, maybe 4, Pride Troopers in this image, and Kale is there. Now, could they have planned to put her in that universe from the beginning, and they made this, and they couldn't change it? Who knows, maybe. But now the question is, if she does deflect on Universe 6, why does she do it? I actually have a thought about that. And we know her feelings towards Caulifla and I forgot his name for a minute, Kaba. And let's just say that she's in the tournament and they're fighting together, and we'll say before the tournament, the next episode, maybe this is why everybody was so surprised, because she's going to turn on, you know, her universe. Was Frieza hinting at leaving a universe and them creating this whole thing out in the atmosphere of, can you take another person's universe's fighter to work for you? Was it regarding Frieza to to deflect, or was it just a hint that somebody else that we wouldn't expect is deflecting from their universe? Did they just let that information out and make us think it's Frieza because that's the most obvious answer? Possibly. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen, because let's say before the tournament starts, Caulifla and Kaba are doing their, traditional thing, and let's just say that Kale again feels left out and she feels like depressed, and no matter what Caulifla says, she doesn't believe that there's not something going on between them, or that she starts to feel, if you want to keep it relationship-less, let's just say that seeing them two all buddy-buddy makes her feel less of a person, makes her feel like she's worth nothing and that she can't compare to either of them. Despite having that power, she still feels weak and afraid, and she thinks that she's not worthy, because that's how people like that are. If you're gonna be kind of depressed, then you're just gonna be depressed. It don't matter what you find out, but that's another subject entirely. So let's say Jiren, we'll talk about Jiren now. Let's say Jiren, we'll say Jiren notices this, and he talks to her, and he actually convinces her that she is worthy. And, during the tournament, no, not during the tournament, I'm thinking of this on the fly, so give me a second. But I've had the idea in my mind. I'm trying to think of how it would happen, pretty much. So Jiren is kind of like a mentor as well, in a way that he's strong, he's confident. We'll just say that he's a very cool, collected character at this moment. Judging from what we've seen, he can meditate, him standing out on the cliff. It's easy to assume that Jiren has a very calm personality. In my opinion, it's easy to assume it. Not saying it's true. He might be more like a Vegeta type and just be like, standing on that cliff as some kind of weird training. But, we'll just say that he's a calm individual in this scenario, since nobody really knows what Jiren's personality is right now. So he sees that Kale is feeling this way, and he talks to her, and she talks to him after a while, and he starts to make her feel like she's worth something. And while this is going on, Caulifla and Kaba are getting more and more, playful. They're, not playful in the way that, flirty, but in her mind, she sees it as they're like getting really, really close. Like, we'll just keep it unrelationship in this scenario and say they're becoming really, really close friends, and she's feeling left out and pushed out. Jiren senses that she has a great power and somehow convinces her that she could do for good. She has great power, and she should join up with the Pride Troopers because she could make a difference. And being somebody who is feeling useless, who doesn't think that she leaves a mark anywhere, she takes this opportunity to become a Pride Trooper. And thus, she deflects. It turns out that either somebody says something, she says something aloud, everybody's shocked, like, oh, what? And she's like, I'm not fighting for the universe. I want to switch universes. I want to become a Pride Trooper. Can I be on Universe 11? And Zeno's just like, they look at each other like, oh. And then the Daishin, whatever. He says, oh yeah, sure, fine, that's whatever. Kale, whatever, is now fighting for Universe 11, and then I don't know what would happen. Let's just say, just to keep things interesting, that I can't remember this dude's name at all. I apologize. Her brother, Caulifla's brother, steps in because he has to. Let's say Goku. I mean, we know they probably got senzu beans. Let's say Goku, in classic fashion, the Daishin's like, oh, well, looks like now Universe 6 has to be eliminated because they don't have enough people. So, we'll just say in this scenario that to spectate, Caulifla's brother comes in to watch. But then Goku's like, oh, here, have this. And he gives it a senzu bean. And then Caulifla's brother, whose name I don't remember, gets to fight in the tournament instead of Kale for Universe 6. Now, it seems a little out there. Yeah, sure, why not? Tournament of Powers in like a few days. Not a few, well, technically a few days. And we'll see all this happen, whether or not it does happen. It's just a speculation. It's just a theory. Don't jump down my throat. It's just something I've been thinking about. And, you know, I haven't done many theory videos on this channel, and I wanted to start doing them again. So, that was mine. And, again, I just want to reference the fact that Boo is in the opening sleeping. He's sleeping out on the tournament. People have assumed that something evil's going on with the Xeno, but one of the Xenos, because one is red and one is blue, and blue means, you know, lighthearted, you know, calm, and then red means kind of fiery, and we see the future Xeno trying to copy the present Xeno. Could he have an ulterior motive? Is he just being cute, or does he actually have some kind of evil inside of him? But, you know, it's just another speculation like that. None of this is confirmed. I just thought it was very interesting in the opening that of all the characters they put together, it's these guys and her. And to top it off, her colors already match the Pride Troopers. Like, it was a little hint all along that we were supposed to be catching, but nobody did until now. So if it happens, come to this video and be like, you were right. If it doesn't happen, come to this video and say, you are an idiot. I welcome it. Anyway, that was the video. I tried to keep it pretty short, but you know me, I can never shut up, so it ended up being about like 12 minutes long. Sub me, like me, bell me, whatever. No matter what, just enjoy my beauty.